Ok. Toma 3.
Siente el momento como cambia y se hace mejor, mejor. Olvídate de tus dilemas y regala una flor. Olvídate de tus dilemas ya. Abre tus alas al infinito, que no te importe si es un poquito y podrás volar. Que no te importe si es un poquito más. Por las mañanas brilla tu alma y te sientes mejor, mejor. Olvídate de tus problemas y regala una flor. Olvídate de tus problemas ya. Abre tus alas al infinito, que no te importe si es un poquito y podrás volar. Que no te importe si es un poquito más. Es el momento que siempre has soñado, no lo dejes caer, caer. Olvídate de tus monedas y regala una flor. Olvídate de tus monedas ya. Abre tus alas al infinito, que no te importe si es un poquito y podrás volar. Que no te importe si es un poquito más. Que no te importe si es un poquito más. Que no te importe si es un poquito más. Que no te importe si es un poquito más.
Oops. Okay. Welcome to another session of Pájaro de Fuego. This is your host, Oliverio Balcells. I'm really happy to be here, and today we are going to have a special guest that is a photographer, amazing Gina Santi. You will enjoy that interview. And we're going to talk about Gabriel Figueroa. He's the Mexico's master cinematographer. If you don't know him or if you haven't heard about him, well, check him out because he's the guy behind the camera in the golden Mexican cinema. So welcome. Let's start with this session of Pájaro de Fuego. All right. So let's move to this one. Well, Gabriel Figueroa was a Mexican cinematographer who is regarded as one of the greatest cinematographers of the golden age of the Mexican cinema. He has worked in over 200 films. He's best known for his techniques, framing, textures, and claroscuros. His most famous films are María Candelaria with Dolores del Río and Pedro Almendaris, with the director Emilio El Indio Fernández. Then we have La Perla, the same director from 1945. Enamorada, same director, but this one is with Maria Felix and Pedro Almendaris. Such a great movie. Then we have this amazing movie, got so many awards, that is called Los Olvidados, with the amazing director Spanish director from the surrealistic movement, Luis Buñuel. This is a film from 1950s. Check it out. This is a great movie. And then we have Macario with the great actor Ignacio Lopez Tarso from 1959, and El Ángel Exterminador with the same Spanish director Luis Buñuel. This is another great movie from 1962. I just want to mention that I encourage you to check him out. There's a lot of good movies on YouTube that you can see and watch, and appreciate his art and his techniques. Also, another thing that I want to mention is this Diego Rivera, Siqueiros, and other amazing artists from that time were trying to look for this essence of the identity of the Mexican art, and Gabriel Figueroa was one of them in the cinematography, in the movie industry. So these guys were friends, were in trying to look for that. Um, and remember that we talked about Dr. Atul in a couple of sessions ago. So yeah, Dr. Atul inspired all of them to look for this identity and to create art as a Mexican artist. So this is a great legacy that we have in Mexico, and I just want to share with you. This is the image with Siqueiros and Rivera, which is great to have this photograph. All right, welcome to another session of Pájaro de Fuego. Now we move with Gina Santi. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another session of Pájaro de Fuego. We have a special guest today, Gina Santi. It's a good friend of mine and a great photographer, and I will say you enjoy her photography, which is amazing and beautiful and colorful, and is from all over the world. Welcome, Gina.
Thank you, Oliverio. It's a pleasure to be here. And wow, all those compliments. Thank you
Oh,
so much. Yes.
you're welcome.
Yeah, it is a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Gina, can you tell us a little bit of your background? Where are you from, and how was your childhood? Tell us a little bit of your story.
Okay. I was born and raised in Venezuela, and I was lucky to be able to experience all the beauties that my country has to offer. The food, the people, the sea, the beach was just part of my childhood. My mother is from a small fishing village in nah,
Dale,
Cambia.
dale, dale.
My mother is from a small fishing village in the eastern part of the country, so we were able to enjoy the beach every time we had the opportunity. But we went to school in Caracas, in the capital city, and that also gave me another opportunity to view a different aspect of life in Venezuela. Um, I come from a family of five brothers and sisters, and my mother is a doctor. My father was a doctor. So we were able to get a good education, and at the same time, we were able to experience all the different elements of Venezuelan society. That was part of my upbringing because I my mother's family didn't have that much money, so they come from humble origins, and through work, my grandparents were able to raise 14 brothers and sisters, and everybody went to college, and everybody ended up having important positions in the social and political life of Venezuela.
Wow.
So again, I had a very interesting childhood. Was exposed to the nature, the society, all the beautiful things that the country has to offer. Um, I went to school at the Catholic University of America
Mm-hmm.
um, here in the United States, and I got my master's degree here. But I still keep in touch with my friends
Mm-hmm.
from elementary school in Venezuela.
Wow.
Well, yeah, it's really beautiful to do that because we were able to enjoy. We were privileged to have a good education, and we had the same classmates from kindergarten to high school. So still have friends that we talk, and we're friends. So once I finished my degree in Venezuela, I came to the United States to get my master's degree in business administration
Oh,
in Washington, D.C.
wow.
Went again to the Catholic University of America, and it was just great because Washington, D.C. is just an amazing city. The museums, and you can go to all those museums and see all those
Yeah.
things for free. The Smithsonian. I didn't want to go to class, to be honest. I just wanted to go to the Smithsonian museums and admire all the things. One of the museums that I liked the most was the Museum of American History. There's an
Wow.
exhibit there that has all these great things about America, about the United States. They had Fonzie's jacket. They had the bathing suit of Farrah Fawcett made. They have Michael Jackson's white glove.
Oh, wow.
They have all those things that are
Yeah, yeah.
really part of the American culture. So I love that.
Wow,
And
very
yeah,
nice. What a
yeah.
great opportunity, no?
It was amazing. It was amazing. So that was my introduction to the United States and to the United States culture. And then
Mm.
life took me back to Venezuela, and I worked there um, for a while, for like 3 years, and in the corporate world, applying my knowledge in business. But I wasn't really happy.
Mhm.
uh, I I don't know. I Of course I did my job and everything, but I
Yeah.
didn't. I wasn't enjoying the job. So what I did was that I started taking classes just for fun, Spanish classes, Spanish short stories,
Mhm.
Latin American literature, and then my professors encouraged me to to start teaching. So I did, and I ended up teaching at one of the universities here in Arizona, one of the public universities in Flagstaff.
Mhm.
So then one of the benefits of being a faculty member is that you get free tuition. Say,
Yeah.
why not? I'm going to take advantage of this. So I decided to get another master's degree in cultural anthropology just because it
Mhm.
sounded like fun.
Yeah.
And that did it. I really wish I had started my education with cultural anthropology. It just sort of opened my eyes,
Mhm.
and uh, to see how people behave and why they do the things that we do.
Yeah.
Why do we dance? Why do
Yeah.
we have parties? Why do we cook a certain meal?
Mhm.
So that did it for me, and then I combined that with my passion for photography.
Wow, what a great
And
story. I didn't know about this. Oh my gosh, I'm learning.
yeah.
So this is the time when you decided to start taking your photographs parallel with your studies in Flagstaff?
Uh, I've always liked photography, but I guess when I took pictures of everything in the family, and I took pictures of whatever caught my attention. But it wasn't until I studied anthropology that I got the needed focus
Mhm.
of what my photographer should be about. And I said, well, I would like to take photos of people doing things, and I started taking pictures of different groups of people and what people do, um, um, and that gave me a purpose in my photography. Actually, the field of visual anthropology is very important these days. There's a American Association of Visual Anthropology, which I belong to, and we study this type of things. How can we communicate the cultural
Yeah.
manifestations through our photography? And also that serves a lot of a lot of uh, uh, good things for research, because if, say for example, that Oliverio would like to do research on the attire that women wear in Bolivia, for example, you
Mhm.
can take a look at the pictures and you can analyze that.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
and I think it's such a great, intention behind the art of the photography when you have
Hmm.
all this knowledge and all these details about the culture, which is really important in this an understanding of, of why, if you don't belong to that culture, sometimes it's hard to understand, the behaviors and
Yes,
these certain
yes, yes,
aspects.
absolutely. Yes,
Yeah,
yes. And one of the things that I enjoy the most is just learning about people, communicating with them, and
yeah.
making friends all over the world, and keeping in touch. Like I wake up in the morning, and my students from China and from Nepal, they send me messages, and my friends from Chile send me messages, and Europe. And so
Wow.
it's just fascinating. I am really lucky in that regard.
Yeah, what a gift do you have there?
Yeah.
Well, I have some photographs here that I want to share with everybody, and you can tell us about them and a little bit of the story if you like, But let me let me
Okay.
let me go back to the other one. Okay, so let's start with this one.
Okay. This picture I took in a market in the town of I believe the name of the town was Tonalá, I
Mhm.
believe, in Guatemala.
No.
And yes, and it was
Mhm.
just you see the colors,
Yeah, yeah.
and the noise of the people, and see each one of these the blouses that they're called huipiles
Uh-huh.
uh, represent a specific village in Guatemala. So by looking at the lady's shirt, the huipil, you can tell
Mhm.
where the lady is from. You can take whether the lady is married. You can tell, many things about her position in society just by looking at the attire.
Mhm.
And what impressed me about this was not only the colors, but also, the women were the ones in the market.
Mhm.
Men were doing something else, I don't know, but the market was filled with women, and they were just so sharp in the negotiating skills and the bargaining and selling and buying.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, it
And
was.
all the smells, all the colorful and smells and stuff. Yeah, I love well, the markets in Mexico. It's very similar the cultures that in Chiapas or Oaxaca, like you
Yes,
say,
yes,
you can tell about the way they have the hair of the
yes,
little piece of clothes
yes,
on the
yes.
head.
Yeah, it's all the same people, the Maya people that
Yes.
dominated, the middle section of the Americas.
Mm-hmm,
Yes.
mm-hmm. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Wow, very nice. Let me go to
Yes, I like this. One of my favorites.
yeah, I love it. How about this one? I know not that much about the I think they call it las cholitas or what is the yeah, right?
These are cholitas from Bolivia, from La Paz, Bolivia. Well,
Wow.
one of the things that with Bolivia in La Paz is that the altitude allows for the most beautiful
Wow.
light to take pictures, and see how vibrant the colors are. And I was lucky to be there when these ladies, they were protesting because the
Mhm,
educational reform wasn't getting to their villages. So
mhm,
they were there to demand that the government brings the education to the villages. And so they were just outside waiting to be heard.
mhm.
They were going to do a deposition in front of Congress, and these ladies where they're sitting talking to each other, probably strategizing. And if you see
Yeah.
their hats are um, they're similar to the hats that the Spanish colonial people
Mhm.
used to wear. So
Los
they
los
adapted that.
bombinos, ¿no? Bombín, ¿no?
Sí, un bombín, exactamente, un bombín, sí.
Mhm.
In this particular case, the men were there accompanying the ladies, and I'm sure that the men were going to participate in the protests as well.
Yeah. I heard or read somewhere that they're really strong, right? These women that have this movement of being so strong and always, proclaim their rights, and it's just an example of how they've been, really a force on their culture and an example for the next generations.
Yes, yes. They are really, they wear their attire with pride, and they're really strong-willed. Strong-willed. They're the ones who, everywhere I go, Oliverio, everywhere I go, I see strong women.
Hmm.
Nowhere that I have been, I have seen women that are soft, or they are, you're shy. No, everywhere I go, I see women taking charge of their role in society,
Hmm.
and making a change in society for their
Wow.
benefit. It's
Yeah.
very interesting.
Amazing. Yeah. Oh, nice photograph. Let me go to the next one. I really love this one.
Oh, yes.
It is mother and daughter, or
Yes, this picture was taken in the city of Bhaktapur in Nepal.
wow.
I was there, working with the World Academy for the Future of Women.
Hmm.
This is a program that um, teaches or talks to women, young women, about being assertive, but being outspoken about their rights as a person and as a woman. So
Yeah.
I was there working. I was there for 3 months, and I went to Bhaktapur.
Hmm.
This family, they are the parents of one of my students. So she said, "Hey, Gina, you want to go to see my parents over in Bhaktapur?" Hey, heck yeah, let's go.
Yes.
So this is the particular attire that the Nepali ladies from this region wears, and the mother was um, doing the hair of the daughter,
Uh-huh.
because we were going out for a walk. Mhm.
Wow.
Yes, yes,
Oh, very
beautiful
nice.
people,
Yeah.
beautiful people. Again, the lady, the
Mhm.
lady, she was a housewife,
Uh-huh.
Sarmila. She was a housewife, taking care of, the regular household chores, but
Mm.
at the same time, she was like the boss,
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, and yes, that was her daughter.
Very
Yes,
nice. Very nice. Love
yeah,
it.
I like this one too.
Yeah. Let me go to this one and impress me about the all the items and I don't know, a lot of flowers. There's food or what they're doing right now? And where
The
are they?
they are at a temple
Mm-hmm.
in Kathmandu in Nepal.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a shaman. And the ladies were there just bringing offerings to him. There's rice, there's flowers, there's food. He's supposed to be a holy person.
Yeah.
um he didn't impress me as a holy person, but then again, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
The ladies were there, like surrounding him
Yeah.
with their company, and there was a line of people waiting to see him. I don't know what he was doing, because unfortunately I don't speak Nepali,
Uh-huh.
but they were definitely there to see him. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe for
For a
you know
blessing or something.
the future. You're just telling the Nepali people, they believe a lot in what the fortune tellers tell them.
Oh,
If they want to make a decision, they will go to a fortune teller,
oh, wow.
and they will be serious about their fortune tellers. They will listen to them. Yeah, so maybe this guy
Yeah.
was like
Was the
that.
one telling everybody, okay, guys, this is what we're doing next month.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
very nice photograph. I love it. You captured the moment of action and probably the prayers of the woman over
The,
there. And
the lady is throwing rice. She's
oh, okay.
yes, she's throwing rice. Rice means abundance.
Uh-huh. Nice. Okay. Well, let me go to this one, and
Ah,
this is, oh wow, totally. impressed me, because that look and those eyes and the embroidery. But I'm trying to figure out where it can be or where is she from. But you tell us.
This lady is part of the SETI people in
Oh,
Punta Chueca.
oh,
See?
okay.
Uh-huh. There is a community. There is a community there. Of course, they have all the. It's a fishing village,
Fishing village, yeah.
and the ladies they wear that paint in their face,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
and I remember I took several pictures of SETI women.
Uh-huh.
It impressed me. It impressed me that they didn't have the basic services to
Mm.
be to have a dignified life.
Yeah.
um, they were getting old prematurely, a lot of teen pregnancy.
Cool.
Yeah. So this lady, she was just sitting there, and I told her, "Can I take a picture?" And she didn't
Uh,
say anything. Can I take a picture? She didn't, and I took the picture.
Yeah, yeah.
She didn't say yes or no,
Mm.
but
Yeah,
they,
she's telling us, she's telling us
yeah.
all.
But I that's an issue that I'm sure it happens to you, Oliverio, when
Yeah.
you're going to take a picture. I mean,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's some cultures in Mexico. Yeah, they definitely. Yeah, I mean, they
yeah,
don't like those the photographs and stuff.
yeah,
All people, strange people talking to them, and you have to understand. There
yeah,
sometimes certain groups or certain cultures they're
yeah,
tired
yeah,
of people, dealing with all kinds of people in their village, in the tribes,
yeah.
and for centuries, right? And so, yeah, it's understandable. But yeah, the set is, in Sonora, right?
See,
Yeah. So
in Lesio Cortez, ah, what a beautiful village. She
yeah.
was selling baskets.
Mm.
She was selling baskets. The ladies, the city ladies, they're famous for their basket
Yeah,
weaving.
exactly. And I want to say that they are kind of like cousins of the people here at Oldham. People from here, from Arizona,
See,
native people. They're like cousins, and
hmm,
you get
yeah,
to see the similar technique on the baskets,
we're all connected,
and
Oliverio.
also the same way of life in the desert, as we know in for
Yeah.
for almost 2000 years, right? So
Yes,
this is
yes,
this
yes.
is the people who was there for
Yeah,
many, many, many years.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I bought a basket from her. Yeah, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah, that's great. Yeah,
yeah.
definitely. But I
I
can see the
wanted to buy
style.
them all.
Yeah, well, it would be nice. But I can see, the designs on the fabric that she's got. You get to start looking the similarity with the cultures here in Arizona.
Okay.
Definitely.
See, you're doing visual anthropology, Oliverio.
Yes, I'm not
Uh,
an expert, but yeah, I can recognize
Excellent,
the
excellent, excellent.
designs. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go to this one.
Ooh,
I know it's on South America, but not sure where exactly. Central America, you tell me.
this is in Panama.
Um,
The group, the ethnic group is called the Kuna.
Kuna.
Some people spell it with a Kuna. Some people spell it with a Cuna. And there's different versions and it changes and all that. But
Do you know what it means, Kuna?
you know, I
Mm,
used to know.
mm,
I forget right now.
mhm.
People of the land, I think.
Okay.
But don't quote me on that because I'm not sure.
Uh-huh.
But I'm sure you have seen this.
I've seen the designs. Yeah.
Yeah, the designs are called molas.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Molas. And these ladies, again, they wear their attire with pride.
Mm.
And molas can be very, very expensive.
Uh-huh.
Depending on the artist, they have become very, very sophisticated.
Yeah.
And ladies, they wear this adorns. They wrap their legs and their arms in
Wow.
sequins, pieces of thread. So they go around, 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 and they cover They cover their arms and legs, and they're beautiful ladies. They're beautiful people.
Wow.
Um, the Cuna, they live in the archipelago of San Blas,
Oh,
and they have some of the most beautiful beaches you have ever seen, Oliverio.
wow. How's the weather
Ah,
there? It's hot.
the weather is perfect. It's paradise.
Wow.
There's it's an archipelago. Oh, I believe it's about, yeah, 365 islands, because they say there's an
Oh,
island
uh-huh.
for each day of the year.
Wow.
And it's just, look it up when you get a chance. It's
Yeah.
called San Blas Archipelago. And it's just mini islands filled with coconut trees, and you just need to be very careful that the coconut doesn't fall on your head. But they are facing the danger of rising sea levels.
Oh,
Mhm,
wow.
mhm.
All the islands.
Yeah, all the islands. You can see already that the roots of the coconut trees, they're starting to show up, and the coconut trees are falling down, and this is going to endanger their livelihood, because they live there in the
Yes,
community
exactly. Oh my God, what a shame.
in Panama.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow, but that's a beautiful photograph. Well, you're doing this beautiful registration, registry of these cultures, and it's so glad that you've been doing this work.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so glad to share with you.
Yeah. And tell us who's this?
Okay, this was also in Kathmandu,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just taking a stroll behind my house. I had a room with a view. My view was a was a backyard with chickens and goats, and it was just great. It was wonderful. I loved it. But anyway, I was taking a stroll around my neighborhood, and I saw this couple sitting in the front their front porch. And again, what caught my attention was the lady. Look at the
Mm-hmm.
lady. She's a
Yeah,
main. She's
she's
the
the
main
guardian. Yeah, she's the boss there.
primer plano, and the husband is back there.
Uh-huh.
Uh, so, yeah. So that's why I took this picture.
Very
Um,
nice. Yeah, I love it. Yeah,
pay
I like
attention.
the
Yeah.
the composition, and the faces and
Uh-huh.
such and the
See.
colors also, tell us about the culture too.
I wish I could show you all my pictures.
Yeah, well, you can tell us. Let me get out of here, and why don't you tell us your social media, or where can we find more of your photographs? Or tell us.
Okay. Okay, I'm on Facebook, Gina Santi Fotografia.
Uh huh.
Everybody's welcome to be my friends. I love friends. I also have a web page, is www.ginasantiphotography.com.
Okay.
In there you can see all my galleries of pictures from all over the world. I also have images of the month that I send
Mm-hmm.
every month to people in my mailing list. So if you want to be on my mailing list, please send me an email. I'll be glad to include you. And
Yeah, I
yeah,
received those. It's your
see,
newsletter, right?
my newsletter. Yeah.
Great. And you always every year you come out with this calendar, right?
See, see, the calendar for 2021
Mhm.
is going to be about the carnival in Venice. I happened to
Okay.
be in Venice when this pandemic started, and I was able to barely get out of Italy
Wow.
right before they closed the borders. So, but I was able to experience the carnival, which is an event that's been happening for about 200 years, and the costumes are amazing. The entire city just goes back to the 16th century, and everybody's
Yes.
just wearing the
Wow.
costumes like Louis XVI and Maria Antonietta y todo eso. Beautiful, beautiful,
Well,
beautiful.
what a great experience. Well, thank you
Yes.
very much, Gina, for being here in Pájaro de Fuego for another
Hi, my
session.
pleasure.
Thank you very much for watching. This is your host, Oliverio Balcells. I hope to see you next time. And remember, take care of yourself. Goodbye.